Okay, we live, and we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna get right into this live. Now, Jackie O died from trying to get a BBL, mommy makeover, and and this day, women think that by getting surgery done to your body is gonna make a man want you more and be intrigued by you even more. And in my honest opinion is men like to look at that and want to sleep with that, but when it comes to being in a relationship with a woman that is getting her body done and having to go through that, those procedures makes a woman uncomfortable. So the guy that she's dealing with has to tend to her when she's going through these things. She can't sit down right. This hurts. That hurts. That's not attractive to a man. After a man has sex with that one time, it's no longer exciting. So, as a woman, you got to be happy with yourself. If you want to go to the gym and work out to make some more things fit and lose your stomach and things like that, you got to do that. But to take yourself and go get a surgery, knowing that you got a possibility of losing your life, that doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense to put your whole entire life at risk to please the public eye when it's only going to make someone look at you more, but it's not going to make someone love you more. That's not going to draw a man to love you more because you got surgery done to your body. To take yourself and risk yourself for a look doesn't add up to losing this one life you get. You get one life and you get one shot at life. Ain't no restart. Nobody's getting to do it over again. It's not going to happen. You might think that you get a second chance at life, but you don't. You get one chance at life. You don't get another shot. So when you put yourself in a situation where as though you going to have yourself taken away from your family, that outweighs the good. And it doesn't excite a man after he has sex with you one time to continue to see that, because you're going through complications the whole time. You're having complications the whole time you're healing. That doesn't excite a man. I don't know why women think they need to go out and get it because they're insecure, but being insecure is something that you got to overcome. You were made the way you were made, and nothing can change that. That was the way you was made. You got to take a look at that and take a look at loving yourself. If you love yourself, you can internally digest who you are. You got to accept the fact that this is the way you were made. This is how you were born. You can go to the gym, you can work out, but by taking yourself and going to get surgery, you put yourself at risk with no reward. There's no reward with that. A man will have sex with you, but a man is not going to want to be in a relationship with you because you got your body done. That's not going to make a man say that this is the woman I'm going to marry. This is my last stop. That's only for sexual purposes. And after you see that she can't bend over, she can't spread the way you want her to spread, it's not exciting anymore. It's nothing more fun about that. You want to say, I want to look for something different. So now the woman took the time out to go get this surgery, to go put herself and her life at risk, to think that you were pleasing the man when really that's not what the guy wants. A guy doesn't want that. If you doing that for yourself to make your confidence be higher, you wasting your time. Because you got to tell me and think about it honestly, how many women you know that got the surgery done can keep a relationship? How many women do you know that got surgery done can maintain a relationship? I'll wait. Anybody can let me know that, because all the women that's getting these surgeries are jumping from guy to guy. They looking for relationship to relationship. They can't find what they want. So they go out and get the surgery to get more attention, but you're not getting what you want. You're getting more sex. You're getting your box beat up more. The elastic is getting stretched out. So you got surgery, your elastic stretched out. What good are you? It's like playing with your dick in the tub, but you got a whole bunch of balloons with it. So it's really not what you think it is. And for you to go out and pay for this, you paying to risk your life. You spending your money to risk your life. And then you hear all the women that get the surgery, they want to remove it after a while. And then people say they think the doctor should have got charged. No doctor performing any surgery on a woman that wants to go out and get the surgery should be charged with anything. If you make the decision to go out and get a surgery and your life is taken, the person that performed on you is not liable. Especially if they got the right license. Especially if they doing it all legit. No one should think that that person should be responsible for your decision to go out and change your figure and it didn't work out. But people think that the doctor should be responsible for this. And I'm like, in my eyes, I don't feel that he's responsible. Because if that doctor didn't do it, she was going to go to another doctor. She was planning this. She wanted to do this. And the doctor wanted the money. He had a license for it. He wanted the money. That's why you got to appreciate what you are. Everybody's not going to love you. Everybody's not going to want to be with you. And getting a surgery to change your figure is not going to make everybody want you. More people might want to have sex with you. But when they see that the sex is not what it is, why would they want to stay? Because you got your body done? If you're not sexual pleasing to a person, getting your body done ain't going to make them want you even more. I recommend that no woman put themselves in that situation. Love what you got. That's the most important. You are important to you. You gotta love you. You can't think that because you work on some surgery and put some things inside your body that's going to get you more love. That's going to get you the attention you don't want. The guys that just want to hump you. They don't want to spend no real time with you. They trying to get that box. They don't want to take you out like you want to be taken out. They don't want to love you like you want to be loved. They looking at this sexual arousal. That's all I'm thinking about. You got all the curves, but you can't take nothing. When I smack your ass, it hurts. When I grab your titties, they hurt. You can't sit down right. You can't bend over right. If you can't sexually please your man the way you are, going to get surgery ain't going to help. You got to take a look at yourself. Be happy for what you got. There's people out here that's in real bad shape. And they might care about themselves more than the person that's going to get the surgery. So you got to really look at yourself and be happy for what it is. Be happy for who you are. Because it could be worse. It really could be worse. And I appreciate all the women that love themselves for themselves. That are happy with themselves for themselves. They not looking at, I need to change my whole appearance to please everybody that's really not going to care about it. So
I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody told me, no, you're fine how you are. You're
check her out.
Leave me alone. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Check her out.
No. Anyway, everybody told me that, but it's my body. Guess what? My body. So I was like, no, I want to do it. Like, no. So guys, it is the day of my surgery. I haven't even talked to you guys about it because I had my J Noble Collection spring launch party. You're walking around in your underwear behind me, just so you know, if you don't care. But anyways, so I'm out here in LA. Me and Lolo flew here yesterday. Nova's with my little sister. I don't know. I'm gonna show him like reference pictures right before the surgery so he could like make sure he gets it to exactly how I want it. But I just woke up. My surgery's at 2:30, so you're not allowed to eat anything or drink water at all, which is like sucks because I woke up hecka hungry. But I just took a shower and put on no deodorant. This is just too many details for you guys. You can fast forward. And so now I'm about to go to get my nail polish taken off because you're not supposed to have any nail polish whatsoever. I guess so the thing can like monitor your heart. Anyway, we're gonna hurry up and get ready. Nova, show me the letter you made me. This is the letter from Nova to mommy. Let me see. Ew, gross. What does it say?
It says, thank you, Mommy. I love you. Thank you, Mommy, for getting.
Hold up. I thought I had the video on there. Hold up. I thought I had the video on there. But I guess I couldn't get the video on there. I don't know what happened to it, but I couldn't get it on there. But I gotta figure out why I didn't get the video on there like I wanted to. But she was so happy to get the surgery. She was ready for the surgery. And she ended her life. So it didn't work out. It wasn't beneficial. That wasn't beneficial at all. And I couldn't get it up there. But let's see if I could try to figure out how to get this video up there. I want to see how can I get this video up there. Let me see how I can get this video up there. Yeah. Let me see how I can get this video Let's see if I can get this video up there. I can't get this video to go up there. I'm trying to get the video up there. Let me see what I gotta do. I don't know why I can't get the video up there. Let me see here. Yeah. I'm trying to get the video up there. But it ain't working for me. Not today. Today it ain't working, baby. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if I can get it up there. See if I can get it up there. We're gonna get it up there. Let's see if I can get it up there. Here we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get it up there. Let me see here. Let's see if we can get it up there. There we go. All right, I got it now. I got it now.
Intuitive sit to start.
I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. Alright.
I don't care what anybody says. Everybody told me, no, you're fine how you are. You're perfect. Leave me alone. Don't do it. Don't
Check
do
this
it.
out.
No. 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 Anyway, everybody told me that, but it's my body. Guess what? My body. So I was like, oh, I want to do it. Like, no. So guys, it is the day of my surgery. I haven't even talked to you guys about it because I had my J Noble Collection spring launch party. You're walking around in your underwear behind me, just so you know, if you don't care. But anyways, so I'm out here in LA. Me and Lolo flew here yesterday. Nova's with my little sister. I don't know. I'm gonna show him like reference pictures right before the surgery so he could like make sure he gets it to exactly how I want it. But I just woke up. My surgery's at 2:30, so you're not allowed to eat anything or drink water at all, which is like sucks because I woke up hecka hungry. But I just took a shower and put on no deodorant. This is just too many details for you guys. You can fast forward. And so now I'm about to go to get my nail polish taken off because you're not supposed to have any nail polish whatsoever. I guess so the thing can like monitor your heart. Anyway, we're gonna hurry up and get ready. Nova, show me the letter you made me. This is the letter from Nova to mommy. Let me see. Ew, gross. What does it say?
It says, thank you, Mommy. I love you. Thank you, Mommy, for getting the clothes and shoes. This is me
clothes and shoes. Okay, so this is me shopping, or is this you?
This is me. It's my name on it, and this is
Prince. Okay, cute. You and Prince. As well, but thank you, baby. So cute. So these are the costumes. I figure, you know, let's go hard or go home.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're not. Now
Check that out. The kids, they are the one that suffers behind this. A not so smart decision, the kids suffer behind it. You went out to get surgery and you didn't think about your kids. All women should think about All the people, Kanye's mom died. All the type people that went out to get these surgeries, the mommy makeovers, the BBLs, and they risked their life for other people to look at you better than who you are. People got to accept you for who you are. That's just what it is. Don't risk yourself. You know? Love yourself. You only get one shot at life. There is no restart. Appreciate who you are. Appreciate who you are. Now, I'm going to move on from that topic. And we're going to talk about Blueface. Blueface gets sentenced. Yeah, Blueface gets sentenced. So we're gonna move on from that. And Blueface, he took a plea. And he got like 2 years probation, 2 or 3. But he got 5 years suspended. And the judge states to him, if you go out here and mess up, if you go out here and carry a gun, if you go out here and violate this probation, I'm going to send you to jail. I'm sending you to jail if you violate this probation. That's why you got to fight your case. You can't be out here taking probation. If you know you got a chance to win, you better fight your case. Because once you take a plea to that probation, they got you. Once you say, I'm going to take the probation, knowing that you are out here, especially in the public eye, and everybody knows your life is messed up, you going to fuck up. They know that you're going to get out here and do something dumb. And she said, I'm going to play this video for y'all in a minute. She's telling you that she's going to send you to jail. Ain't no, I'm giving you another chance. So they already expecting him to play himself. She said she's going to give him the max. She going to make sure. They gave him a plea to this for shooting somebody. He got probation for shooting somebody. And then in the video I'm going to play for you, you're going to see the person that he shot is upset. He's pissed that he got probation. And he was supposed to be the guy that pulled the gun out first and then ran somebody over. So this lets you know that all that street stuff is out the window. Don't be out here in the street thinking that people are going to encounter you with the street. He retaliated with the street method to shoot back, and the person he shot wants him to go to jail. Do you see how the game is turned? The game is washed up. If you in the streets, get out the streets. The streets is no good for nobody. If you in the streets, get out the streets, man. I'm going to play this video for you of the court hearing. The guy is going to stand up and say he's disappointed with the court's decision to give Blueface probation. He wants Blueface to be in jail. And he's suing him. The man that allegedly started the chain of events is suing him, and he wants him to go to jail. He said the court failed him. The court failed him because the man got probation. But the judge know he gonna mess up. The judge already sees it. The judge said, you can't carry no gun. She told the man, you can't even leave the state unless your probation is transferred. You got to have interstate compact. Probation has to authorize you. He has all these stipulations, and he took a plea to probation. Probation is a setup. Probation is a setup to put you in jail. You plead guilty, you do not have any appeal rights. When you plead guilty, your appeal rights are gone. There's no coming back and saying, I didn't mean this. So it's best to take things to trial. It's best to fight it. It's best to do your research. When you try to depend on an attorney to do the research for you, their job is to get you to plea and they get paid. So you got to do your own homework. And I want y'all to check this video out of Blueface. And Blueface here,
most people have no
gets sentenced to probation, and the judge letting him know she not
Court
playing.
has properly reiterated the terms of the negotiation. I think since Mr. Ports went into some of the detail, I think it's important for the court to have some context and understand why this negotiation is the way it is. While it is certainly true that Mr. Traylor was involved in a fight with people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight. And what happened later was Mr. Traylor went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment when the conduct from our client occurs. So while I'm not here to minimize it in any way, it's dangerous, there is no doubt, but there is a lot from Mr. Traylor that led up to this. And I think the court should also be aware Mr. Traylor is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Traylor. I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here. But then Mr. Traylor met up with friends over at Town Center in a parking lot, didn't call the police. He was in his employer's work truck, and he must have realized the next day that he needed to explain why he got into an accident and hit these other cars in his employer's work truck, and only then did he decide to make a police report. And he did have some kind of a graze wound on his hand. And again, no one here to minimize that. I think the court needs to understand that there's a dynamic here. I think because of the civil litigation, Mr. Porter's probably going to opt not to address the court, but I'll let him decide that. The negotiation is reasonable given the circumstances of this case. The other incident that Mr. Ports references has to do with taking a cell phone from a woman, and that is who was filming him, and the woman was actually punched by a female colleague of Mr. Porter's. But again, not trying to minimize. You know, we didn't come in here to minimize. We came in here to say that the negotiation is reasonable and the court should follow it. He does live in California and will be seeking interstate compact transfer under the interstate compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 to 36 months is appropriate versus the state's position of 4 to 10. There is no restitution request in this case. I noted from the probation report, and I assume that's because Mr. Traylor is going to pursue his remedies in some civil suit. And it does appear that Mr. Porter has credit time served for 22 days by my read of the probation report. So we would ask that the court, I don't think that there's any opposition to the order out. I thought that the strip corridor ended at Sahara.
I did too, and that's why I was
Yeah.
curious to see if there was a separate order related, because I think what the focus is if he's gonna be interstate compacting, obviously,
Right.
Limited issue there, but if he's going to be here, the request being made that.
There's nothing more powerful than you.
Hey, listen, Hov said it the best. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. But if you shoot me, you famous. What a nigga to do? Come on, man. You got to pay attention out here, man.
To the extent casinos and sort of those environments might be not appropriate during the probation.
Right.
I understand the ask, I just wanted to see how it covered it. And they know that they've changed it somewhat recently, and I don't have a copy of it here. That's why
I mean, if you wanted to include it to strip corridor to the 95, that's fine. I think you could just say it that way. I just don't think that the traditional order out region covers downtown.
But he's not otherwise seeking to not have the order out or be employed in those areas or anything like that.
We're not opposing it. He doesn't live here, and it's fine, and that's fine.
Mr. Porter, is there anything that you would like to say on your own behalf today? I appreciate that you have the other matter pending, but it's up to you entirely. This is your opportunity to say something, but you're certainly not. Okay. Mr. Porter's going to decline to speak on his own behalf today.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I forgot. Ms. Wildeveld is reminding me. There's one thing in the PSI that's not accurate.
Okay.
In the criminal history, it shows that there was a restraining order. That was dismissed.
Which page are we looking? 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think page 4. It's
At the bottom of page.
It's at the very bottom, supplemental information. That restraining order was dismissed in August.
All right, it looks like it just had when they found that the original expiration term, they were not aware that it had been dismissed.
Right,
I did not
yeah.
rely on that in any way for today's purposes.
Okay.
Primarily focusing on the prior history and in all candor, the weapon history, but we'll make that note for the record here today, that although there apparently was a protective order, that it's not currently operative.
Okay, great, thank you.
It's time now to hear from Mr. Traylor. Are you ready to come up, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to be at council table or at the podium?
All right, I just got to say this real quick. The guy that he had beef with is in court testifying that it's sentencing. This is what's going on. Stay out the streets. The streets is not the streets. It's all fabricated. It's not what you think it is. The guy that he had beef with, whatever the beef, he's here testifying and he's suing at the same time. Check my man out when he get up here and say he's pissed that the judge didn't give him no time. Hold on, let's check this out.
Okay, come on up. Before you do your testimony, the clerk will speak.
Pull his pants up, earrings in his ear. Come on, man.
solemnly swear the testimony about
It's crazy.
shall be the truth.
It's crazy, man. This is crazy. This is what life is.
Full name, spelling your first and last name for the record.
Kentavious Trailer, KentaB as in boy, IUS, last name Trailer, TRAYLOR.
Spelled it out good, too.
Today for the court.
Oh,
So first of all, I just want to start by saying thank you, Judge. I'm just completely disappointed in this complete process, actually. From the DA to his representation to him to everything. It's just all been a complete drop of the ball on my end. I have complete lost faith in the justice system. This crime has done nothing but take a toll on my life since the day it happened. I haven't been able to get work. Everything has gone down the drain. I just feel like this has not been done on my case. I mean, this hasn't been done on my behalf. I know people who get more time for stealing bubble gum, honestly. I know people who do more time for stealing TVs than they do for shooting somebody. I'm just completely disappointed in all of this.
With Monday.com,
Man, this is
you can
crazy,
connect your work
man.
apps in one.
This is crazy. My man is up here really going in.
I hate the way my name was ridiculed in the social media before I could even find out about it. Like I said, just this complete process has been a complete drop of the ball. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's a complete drop of the ball, and that's it. It is what it is.
And Mr. Traylor, I really appreciate you expressing the frustrations that you have, and I know that the outcome here today won't change that because what the negotiation is has a certain range of sentence and a certain
But
aspect to it.
even that, like I said, I feel like those terms and conditions, I know myself included, would have more than that for domestic violence, for this or that. He has this going over multiple states, multiple this, multiple that. You guys are arguing semantics on can he come here to make money, and so he doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be out and walking around. He doesn't deserve any of that, honestly. But because he has a little bit of money and a little bit of a name, you guys are going to give him that, and that's okay. But just at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to say my piece, and like I said, I'm completely disappointed in all of this.
Understood. Mr. Traylor, and I'm not trying to convince you anything otherwise, and I'm not having a dialogue with you here. I'm just trying to give you the wrap up here that we are going to conclude this case. It sounds like you have another process pending. So
but that has nothing to do with how I feel about this in general.
Again, not a dialogue. I'm just sharing some information with you, okay? I understand that. I'm not trying to convince you of anything different. I'm trying to tell you that we're going to complete this process here today. To the extent that it closes out this process, good or bad, obviously bad from your perspective, it will close it out. And I hope that you'll use the other process to find whatever relief it is that you are seeking, not meaning whatever I presuppose any outcome there, but just that there is another avenue. And the court is going to act within the parameters of what it has here and bring this matter to a close. But I can assure you, I'm not giving anybody any breaks because of any status they have or money they have. I'm working within a system and within a negotiation, and I trust my counsel to make negotiations for reasons, and I appreciate that that's not going to sit well with you. I just thank you for your time here today and letting us know how you feel about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's important.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Traylor. You may
Appreciate
take your seat if you wish to stay. At this time,
I'm gonna let this sentence. I'm gonna let him finish giving the sentence out so y'all can see this. But the guy is still acting street in the court, and he's upset because the sentence didn't go the way he wanted it to go. Man, life is crazy. If you believe what people say in this world, in this life, you got it confused, man. All the street stuff, don't pay no attention to it. You're going to jail. They know Blueface is going to violate. So they're going to give him the probation, let him get out there, and they know he's going to violate. So when I finish playing this for you and you hear the judge tell him about the stipulations that he have, you going to know that he going to violate. And my man is just pissed. He's upset about this. He wanted the man to go to jail, and he wants to get a bag from him. When you got some kind of money, you can't just be hanging out with everybody. But, we going to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? We going to learn the hard way. When you got money, you can't go to the same clubs. You can't go hang out with the same after-hour people. You can't do the same things that you've been doing because you put yourself in a situation where if you got to defend yourself, first thing they going to do is sue you. They want money. People out here is broke. The majority of the world is broke. So if you are in the eye and you got some money, you got to distance yourself. That's why when people got some paper, they not hanging around. People say, oh, they don't come around. Why would you come around people that are less fortunate and then put yourself in a situation where you got to pay out? People that don't got no money, you got to understand that. Why would you come around and hang around people that don't got no money and risk that you got to pay these people? It don't make no sense. But finish checking out this sentence, man. The world's out of control, man. It's totally out of control.
The court will proceed with the sentencing of Mr. Porter. And as per negotiations, we will go ahead. I'm going to give an opportunity of probation to Mr. Porter. Same discussion with you, Mr. Porter, that I had with another gentleman this morning.
They
Keep
know
it quilted means
they
you
know
keep
he
it
gonna
the
mess
best.
up. Same discussion that he had with him earlier. They know Blueface going to jail. It's coming.
Here and doing probation here, unless and until you are affirmatively approved, meaning given actual permission by the Criminal Probation Department to travel out of state, whether it be a travel pass initially or your interstate compact, but you will have to be here doing your probation. And I'm going to go through the terms and conditions and your underlying sentence and all the specifics. And I want to emphasize something here before I even get to that point. I don't typically go through the standard conditions of probation one by one because I don't feel it's necessary. I know that they're applicable and then figure when you go through your orientation process and all that. Someone who has some prior history may be familiar already with some of those things. But the main point that I have for you here is the weapons, is the guns. You know you cannot have guns. There's no confusion on that point. And if you choose to roll with guns, then that's your choice. But I will tell you, if you get caught doing that, you get brought back here on any kind of probation violation, especially anything involving weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. You are playing with your liberty, your life, obviously, but you're playing with your liberty if you're gonna have guns and do anything that's gonna violate your probation in that regard. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want there to be any confusion. I hear people who say things about, I didn't realize I couldn't, do this or that or have pictures with them or whatever. No, 0 guns around you where you are of any kind, and that needs to be quite clear. Somebody just handed me the order out, and it looks like Sahara to Russell does not cover downtown, so I'm gonna account for that. So I'm going to adjudicate Mr. Porter this time guilty of discharge firearm at or into occupied structure via aircraft or watercraft. His underlying sentence will be a minimum of 24, maximum of 60 months in Nevada Department of Corrections, suspended with probation not to exceed 36 months. He will have to pay the $25 return assessment fee, $3 DNA collection fee, $150 DNA analysis fee. As we noted, no restitution being requested. We do have, I'm not going to impose a fine. I do have the standard conditions of probation, as I noted, including any weapon requirements applicable. Special conditions will include, and we'll just start there because that was the discussion, that he is ordered to stay out of the strip corridor. And he's also ordered to stay out of any gaming facility, institutions, or what would be indicated as the downtown corridor, the equivalent of the strip corridor. So effectively, and again, until he interstate compacts, he can only be in those areas if he has work application or some other legitimate basis to be there, not as a pastime, as a just killing time in the areas in any way, shape, or form. And so the order out is for the strip corridor and the downtown corridor. We will also require him to have no contact whatsoever with Mr. Traylor or his family. I appreciate that it sounds like others are having contact. I'm not going to say on your behalf, but directly, I mean, you're directing it, but clearly that's happening. To the extent that there can be any effort to ensure that Mr. Traylor is not being harassed for this situation or having contact, so be it. But your obligation is no contact that you initiate or that you initiate through anyone else by any means or medium of any kind. We want you to understand that, and I think impulse control counseling would benefit here as well to make better choices in the future in these circumstances. No use, possession, or control of alcohol or drugs, that includes marijuana. I take that very seriously for all probationers, so we have compliant probation. I want you to have structure to your probation, so full-time employment is required. Comply with any curfew that may be imposed. Report within 48 hours, so no later than Wednesday, to the probation department to get started on the process. Do not take for granted that you need to be doing all of these things and that somehow someone's going to look the other way on that. You need to report, you need to be compliant at all times. And in addition to the standard search clauses, I have one special search clause that any digital storage media that you have access to or use, including computers, handheld communication devices, network applications associated with devices, social media, remote search services are also need to search. You must provide all passwords, unlock codes, and account information associated with those items with or without a search warrant at the request of Division of Parole and Probation or its agents. As to the count 2 adjudication, that is the battery misdemeanor. I'll send this magistrate, give you credit for time served, so your probation's only going forward on the one count. But you do have a significant sentence hanging over your head. It's not the max the state asked for, but it is still significant. I'm not undermining any of your prior history. I'm looking at this case and the circumstances as I understand them, but I do want to be clear that, again, I will not hesitate for you to spend a significant amount of time in prison in the state of Nevada if you do not comply with this probation in all respects, and you do not stay away from those weapons, and any of that comes to light for us, all right? I think the other counts were already dismissed out of the negotiation, but to the extent counts 1 and 3 have not been dismissed, I believe those should be dismissed today.
Yep.
And then if there were any, other counts bound over prior to that, those would also be dismissed today. Is there anything that we did not cover?
I don't think so, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
I had a bond. I mean,
Oh, yes.
Bond. So yeah, did forget
Yes.
that. Thank you for the court catching that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nice seeing you.
All right, now listen. Check this out. The judge gave him 3 years probation with 60 months suspended time, which is 5 years. So he got 3 years probation. If he fuck up, she can give him 5 years. You know well he's not going to be able to do the 3 years without getting in no trouble. His life is on TV and you can see his life is a wreck. So that's the setup. The whole setup. So when he goes out here, if he takes a picture and anybody in the picture has a gun, that's a violation. They can search any of his social media sites, his phone, anything at any time. That's a part of his sentencing order. He has strict stipulations. And they're saying that in the state of Nevada, you're going to do that time. And she said a significant amount of time, which is if he violate, she going to look at giving him 3 to 5 years. You can mark my word for me saying it right now and first that he's going to violate the probation. You can look at him and tell. You have to have a strict structure within yourself to get through probation. And most people can't make it through when you still in and out of the crazy life. You have to be living a solid life to make it through probation. You have to have your head focused on getting through probation. If Krishan Rock, he has a domestic dispute every other month. If he has a domestic dispute, he's going to jail. That's a violation of his probation. Anything that he gets arrested for can be a violation of his probation. You got to have a different kind of self-control. And the victim, he can call and make a false report on him and say that he has somebody try to contact him. That's a violation of probation. If he says, yo, he has somebody contact me, I feel threatened. Because you can see from the video that he's upset about this. He feeling some type way. He's upset that the man didn't go to jail and they had a beef. You shot him, you didn't go to jail, so he's upset. So you can look at it and tell that he's going to be plotting something. You can mark my word from me saying it first. Blueface is going to violate. And the judge going to give him 3 to 5. She's not going to give him an ace. She's not going to say take this year. She's going to give him 3 to 5. It's the setup. The lawyers got paid. They got their money. The judge might have even got hit off. Everybody got paid, right? But Blueface is on the hook. He's on the hook and going to end up violating and have to pay again. You're going to have to hire the attorney again. And now the guy is trying to sue you in the court, in the civil court, and you done pled guilty. So when you plead guilty, you make the civil case even stronger. They're going to look at it, you admitted to this. So what makes his civil suit not valid? He has a valid civil suit now because he pled guilty to it. Come on, man. You got to watch what you plead guilty to. You can't just be pleading guilty. If you know you had a self-defense issue, you got to stand up. Don't put yourself in that situation if you ain't ready to rumble. Black people out here always in the mix of everything, but when it come to having that knowledge in the court, they don't got none. They ready to bow down to the white folk. They ready to straight bow down. And you look at it. His lawyers is white. The judge is white. The whole courtroom is white. It's a black guy testifying against a black guy. But look at the scenario. The whole courtroom is white and it's a black guy testifying black guy. Come on, man. Niggas is stupid, man. I'm saying it straight up, man. Niggas is stupid. You got money you making, you getting business, you got your TV show, you beefing with your girl, got everybody paying attention to it, you getting paid from it. Niggas is beefing with niggas, man. And the white people in there capitalizing, man. And if you look it up, 90% of the lawyers is white. Judges are lawyers, prosecutors are lawyers, and the criminal defense attorneys are lawyers. They all go to school for the same thing. All of them. They're attorneys. So we are the business. We got to find out how to keep ourselves outside of that business, man. When you get in that money, you got to humble yourself and know that you are at risk from being victim. You already at risk from being victim from the circumstances. Don't get the money and keep yourself in the circumstances. Don't get the money and don't know how to remove yourself. So I guarantee you, I can put $1 to a dime that he violates. It's a fact. Ain't no way that he's going to make it through. Ain't no way he's going to make it through 3 years. That's 36 months of probation. Intense. He can't smoke no weed or nothing. If he's on video in there smoking weed like he does when he goes on them interviews, if he's smoking weed on them interviews, he's going to have urines, everything. They know he's going to violate, man. It's a guarantee. They know he's a dummy. That's how they look at you. When you go in there and sign that plea agreement and say guilty, you got dummy written across your damn forehead. Straight up. You got to do your homework when it comes to them courts. If you going to be out here running around in them streets, you got to do your homework. You got to research what is what. Because if you have no knowledge of the law, you put your hands in somebody else's hands and it's not nothing but business to them people. They don't care if you get through it or not. You think his attorneys care if he go out there and violate probation? Not at all. Why would they care if he go out there and violate probation? Why? They got paid. It ain't no personal relationship where I got feelings if you go to jail. But black people don't see it. Keep putting yourself in dumb situations, man. You keep thinking that because you in a certain situation, money can't buy your way out of nothing. All you did was set yourself up because honestly, he probably had the case beat. And that's how it go. When you got the case beat, they gonna give you probation. Why wouldn't they? Because they know you dumb as fuck and you gonna go out there and fuck up. It's the setup. When you got the case beat, they giving you probation, man. Straight up. You listen to Tony Yayo on Vlad and all them nut niggas talking about I'm going to take the probation. Nah. You got to know how to fight and what to do in the fight. People out here running the streets don't do no researching on how to fight for themselves. They have no knowledge on how to fight for themselves, but y'all out here doing stupid shit, man. Find out how to fight for yourself before you go out there in that fire. That's the main thing. If you have no knowledge of the law, which they know you ain't got no knowledge. They know when you come and hire them, you coming to them pleading for help. They looking at you like, yo, you're pleading for help. They coming like, okay, we got you. We know how to handle you. You got to say, hold on. Let me research what's going on so I can know how to go at the situation as well. If you ain't got no knowledge on how to go at the situation, they gonna do whatever they want with you. So now they say, here, take this probation. Take this. You got probation because they know he gonna violate, man. It's the setup. Why won't we give him probation when we know we're going to come back and knock him in the head and he might get a charge or something in the process so we can knock him in the head twice? They know it's black on black going on right there. Let him out. She don't care that the witness got up there and cried that he's not going to jail. You black. You all right. You'll be all right. So let him go back out there and do something stupid and go ahead and we're going to give him the time. Mark my word. I can bet anything. He's not making it through 3 years of probation. You got to be a specific, certain type of individual to make it through probation and finish it. Because most black people want to get out there and think they can cut corners. They saying that, oh, I might can go ahead and smoke and then I can clean my urine and do this when I got to go take a piss. The judge specifically gave you all these stipulations because she know you not going to be able to abide by them. She know it. She looking at the situation like he's going to mess up. He can't abide by this. So it's like, it's crazy on the setup though. The setup is real, man. The setup is real, man. But, you know, it is what it is, man. He got to feel that. You know? And you can mark my word that it's going down like young JOC, man. You hear me? It's going down like young JOC, man. Trust and believe, man. It's not going to work out for him. It's not going to work out. But you know, let's hear what Tamar got to say, and she addresses the breakup. You know what I'm saying? She's saying whatever she's saying, but let's hear what she got to say about the breakup, man. I want to hear what she got to say about the breakup because she can't keep a relationship. She can't keep one. She in and out of love like Alicia Keys, man. She can't keep one, man. Let's check this out.
You know, but I won't let anybody hold me captive to my past and things that I have overcome. I today am mentally healthy and I'm happy. I'm hurt, but such is life. I'm surprised, but okay. But I just want everybody to know that the devil is a dirty liar, and I've worked my entire behind off. I funded this entire tour. Live Nation gave me the opportunity, but me and my friends got together because it was something that was important to me and put this tour on the road for you guys. And it would mean the world to me if you all supported me. I am not going to let the devil or anyone, I don't care what they say, what they put out, the battle is not mine. And I'm not even going to address or talk about or fall into the traps of the devil because I live by the word. And so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm being obedient and I'm going on tour and I'm going to have a blast. And we are going to sell out all of these dates for all of these amazing, beautiful.
Man, you can see it right there. You can see it right there, man. You see it right there. It's like they living a lie, man. You can't pay attention. You can't pay attention to them. If you believe that these celebrities are happy, they'll fool you. They'll fool you. When you start seeing these relationships and you think that because they take pictures and you see the picture and it's all good No, it's not. Everybody has complications in life. All relationships go through things. But they all try to make people believe on the outside that the relationship is going good, man. It's not true. People are going to have issues within their relationship. And as these people in the public eye, their relationships are deeper rooted than the relationships you might personally see. Because they're trying to put a show on for a bigger audience. The people you know are putting a show on for a smaller audience. So they got to make it look good to the smaller audience. When most of the time, the households are messed all the way up. Nobody's happy in the household. But they're trying to portray an image to the people like it's all good. They're trying to portray an image to make people think that they're in a happy relationship. You got to know yourself. And obviously, she doesn't know herself. She's searching for love everywhere. In and out of love like Alicia Keys. Straight up. She's in and out of love like Alicia Keys. She don't know who wants to love her or who she wants to love. She just wants a companion. And now, as you see from her crazy episodes, the guy probably seen it. Man, this woman is crazy. You got to love yourself first. Before you start going out there wanting love from anybody else, you got to know what makes you happy. The lie that we were told is you get together and figure it out. No. If you get with someone and you are unhappy within and you have self issues, all you're going to do is weigh that on somebody else. The fact is, if they can take it, can they take the issues that you have? When you with somebody else, the main thing is whatever issues you're going through, male or female, can the other person accept it? Can the other person deal with it? And when you meet somebody, you're putting on a act from the beginning. You're putting on a facade. That's not really you. So when you get with somebody over time, you get to know who this person is. And maybe you can't accept that person for that person. So if you can't accept that person for that person, the relationship's going to break up. And if you already tried to show it in the public eye or to your family, you want to try to fight through the relationship so that the people can think that y'all are in good standings. When in the whole time in your household, y'all are upset at each other. Y'all are going through it with each other. Y'all are not seeing eye to eye. But you want other people to see that. And in this situation here, it didn't work out. Either she wasn't feeling him or he wasn't feeling her, but they was trying to hold on to something. But I'm sure he got to see like, oh, this wasn't for me. I tried something out and it wasn't for me. Because most of the time, people already show you who they are when they're in this light. You get to see who they are. When they get new relationships, they don't just change. You seen past relationships from her. You seen it. It was out there. But what it is people get in these relationships and when they don't work out, the first thing they do is blame somebody else for the reason why the relationship didn't work out. This person cheated. This person did this. They didn't have no respect for me. I deserve better. And honestly, a woman always thinks she can do better. That's the first thing she say. I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. When all actuality, you can't. People in this situation are totally unhappy. They unhappy, man. Money doesn't make you happy. Money just gives you financial freedom. Money doesn't make you happy. Money can't make you happy. It only can give you financial freedom. You got to know what makes you happy. You got to do the things that make you happy. Being in a relationship with somebody else is not going to make you happy. That might fill a temporary void of your loneliness because you don't want to be alone. You don't know how to be alone, but that doesn't mean it's going to make you happy. You got to find the things through your daily life. What makes you happy? What things do you enjoy? Who do you enjoy being around? And I see it over and over. People that pretend that they're in this happy life relationship setting, they really don't like each other. They're not happy at all. It's nothing exciting. They're trying to hold on because they don't want to start over. They don't want others to see that this didn't work out. They don't want to feel lonely. But in all actuality, they're not happy. And you see it over and over again. You see it over and over again. It happens over and over again.
Assumptions. I want to answer all that I can with respect. Yes, Tamar and I are no longer together. Who is surprised? Because I'm not. I ended the relationship. Do y'all see the petty? Now I'm not gonna lie,
guy,
Mr. White.
He ended the relationship.
You was actually in the clear until you told all of us that you ended the relationship and not her.
So
because
she said,
now you finna be.
He thought she ended it. No, he ended it.
Ass cracker that she can think of. She's finna drag you. I'm just letting you know. Y'all know how Tamar ego is. Y'all know she gives narc vibes too. Her and Nene Leaks. Y'all know how she get down. All she gonna focus on is that he said I broke up with her. But nobody is surprised. Nobody's surprised. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy. Boom! That means Tamar, you wasn't negative. And being a bitter person. Somebody talking about being my ears itching. What happened and why? That's our private place. No, I never cheated. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody talking about me real bad. Listen, what's crazy to me is when celebrities start to tell us our business, their business. I'm not a celebrity. Am I a celebrity?
Yeah, so he said he didn't cheat. He just was done with her. Her energy was bad. And you can see that from past shows she been on. She got bad energy. She probably thought she was controlling the man. He's already financially stable. You're not controlling me. What you say don't hold no weight to me. You got to understand. You got to let a man be a man. And she wanted to probably run the situation. She thought probably because she had a white guy, she was going to run the situation. And he like, hold on. All right, it's not going to go like that. And he removed himself. So now she's upset about this. Trust me, she's bullying because you went to the world and showed like you got a ring. You put it like you got a ring. Check this out.
Power helps you rise to a whole new level.
Hold up, like she got a ring. Come on, man. Ain't nobody for this, man. She around here perping, man. She around here perping. You ain't Tony Braxton.
Guys, happy October.
You not Tony Braxton.
I wasn't going to make a video today because I was going to take today to reset. Being that it's the beginning of the month, I have some things that I want to, reset in my life. And I encourage you all to do the same, especially when it's when her plays. Tamar and I are no longer together. I ended the relationship to focus on getting back to positive energy. Now that is deep. He said, and being a better person. What happened and why, that's our private place. No, I never cheated. No, I wasn't there when she was at her mother's place when her car was burglarized. No, I never cared about fame. Who reveals their most embarrassing moments in their life to find fame? Now, that sounds like a little shade, but we're going to leave that where it is. He went on to say, I have always represented famous people, and the truth is, I was in an amazing place financially and mentally. I turned down Queen's Court several times before I gave in. Now, for those of you that don't know, Queen's Court is a reality TV show where they met, and it was a really, really good show. Holly Robinson Peete and her husband Rodney Peete created and hosted that show, and it was really good. And they got engaged on that show. He said, ultimately, I fell in love and it did not end how I wanted it. So I want to heal. Tamar and I will always be friends and family for life. Thank you for respecting our privacy. Now, I also want to share this, and I actually shared this like last week when Tamar talked about getting robbed, and she hinted at having no place to live and no one to trust. So people felt like she was going through a breakup then. This was 2 weeks ago. She said, I got robbed at home. I'm not safe anywhere. I don't know why I keep getting violated. I had a lot in my car because I don't live anywhere, because I'm not safe anywhere or with anyone. So now that we know for sure, we're not making assumptions, we know for sure that her and JR have broken up, and he said that he broke up with her. We know when she says at home, she meant with her mother, because JR said that she was at her mother's house when she got robbed. And she said, I'm not safe anywhere. I don't know why I keep getting violated. I had a lot in my car because I don't live anywhere, because I'm not safe anywhere or with anyone. So she doesn't live with JR anymore. Basically, if she was living with JR and moved out, this is why she had a lot of stuff in her car. So I'm gonna be honest with you, this is a whole separate issue, but this robbery still sounds like a setup to me. Like, who knew that she had all this stuff in her car? I still feel like this is a setup, but this is a different issue from the breakup. So I'll just leave that for another video if there's a follow-up with more information. But in any case, JR is saying that he can't be responsible for protecting her when they're no longer together, because a lot of people assume that he should be the one there with her, protecting her if she's in a situation where she's getting robbed. And apparently they're doing that thing where they remain friends. I'm not a fan of remaining friends with your ex. I think it can be toxic. But he reposted, like, she had this story where she was talking about how she's doing a performance with October the King. She has a performance in Chicago with one of her friends. It looks like she calls him Pumpkin. So he reposted her story, and it looks like he's still showing her a lot of love. Like he said, him and her will always be family. And if you go to her page, like in this video, she's with the guy, October the King, and she's at dinner with Tyrese as well. And she said in the caption, me and October the King, #1 and #2 on the billboard, and my brother Tyrese, #1 most added. But me, October the King, did something else together. We got a show together October 7th in Chicago. And you can see JR's social media name is Rare Breed Nola. And he said, keep celebrating your wins. Looks like a blast. So he's still supporting her. And even on his social media, it took a long time for him to take her off his social media. Like, if you look at his social media now, you can see that he's deleted most of the pictures and videos with Tamar. And let's say you go to this video. This was 36 minutes ago. This was a week ago. And I'll share this with you guys. But then between a week ago and May 3rd, it's like he's deleted everything. And that's the time he was posting mostly Tamar. Him and Tamar together and featuring his relationship on social media. Like, he really thought this relationship was going to work. And it turns out it didn't. It didn't work. And he had to leave the relationship to focus on positive energy. And that statement alone, to me, that's a wild statement. If you have to leave your partner to focus on positive energy, that says a lot right there. But I want to get into what he said in this video a week ago that again hinted at breaking up with Tamar.
Hey, good morning, y'all. So I am rededicating my life to thinking positively. About 1.5 years ago, I was on this spiritual journey to build up this positive force field. What does that look like? What do you mean, JR? Well, It was to live, breathe, respond, and mentally and physically be positive. And there were two things that really helped me get to a very positive place. Because I think we all know that once you involve yourself in negativity, it's like this constant cycle. And so I'm rededicating myself to some things that really, really helped me. And I think helped my growth and my maturation process be force filled. That would protect me from all attacks, from all drama, from all negativity. First thing is, do not give words power. When people say things about you or people try to attack you, they're just looking for a response. And most times they don't know anything about you. They don't know your history. They don't know the trauma, the drama, all the things that you've been through in your life. They just know big picture about you. They may also only know who you used to be and maybe not what you've rededicated your life to. And so mentally, you have the opportunity to just be tone deaf to words that aren't positive. You know, I think back in the day, people used to say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Well, that's true. Words don't have to hurt you if you don't give them power. Second thing is to always think positively in any situation, even in very difficult situations or conflict situations. I'm not saying to live in a fantasy world where everything is all hunky-dory, but if you think of the most positive outcome, then you'll constantly be surrounded. I'll give you an example. I got into a car accident maybe about a week or two ago, and this guy was coming to hit me dead on. My immediate thought was, what the F is this guy thinking? As opposed to, Lord, thank you for protecting me, for covering me. This could have been much worse. I challenge you in any situation where conflict arises or a negative situation happens to think of the positive outcome, because it could be worse. And when you start to train yourself to think more positive, you start to see more positive results. You start to see more positive people around you. Then you start manifesting positive energy to people who may need it.
So I'm actually sorry to hear that these two broke up, because
Now, check this out. He let it be known that she had no positive vibes. Her vibes were negative. So, when you see people posting pictures, making it look like they're in a good situation, someone might not be happy in that situation. And he just expressed it right there. He just let it be known that he wasn't happy. He was trying to fight through it because I guess he cared about her. But her energy is off. Not all people have good energy. People that might have an outside appearance might be dark in the inside. So you got to really watch what you put yourself into, because that situation might rub off on you. They can bring their dark issues onto your life, and now your life is in a dim situation. And you have to cut people off sometime so that you can bring yourself back. You can't sit there and sit in misery, especially when you know who you are. Some people don't know who they are, so they sit in these miserable situations because they're trying to figure out who they are. But as we see, things didn't go her way. Another situation didn't work out for her. You know, she got to deal with that. But hey, man, life is life, man. Some people, you know, are going to keep trying and acting as if they're doing something when you can see that it's not going to work out for them, because the type of person they are going to bring negative things, man. But it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. You know, it is what it is. One day at a time, man. Life is life. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.